Holy shit, I'm bad at this game, but I'm so sick at this game.
Even if Zach loses this match ultimately, I think he's won my heart. Just doing hitless Soul Tyrant with like the bare friggin' minimum to get to here.
I think I'm gonna work record about it 4 seconds.
Stop being like this. Is that a glitch?
Nice.
Oh my god. Oh my god! That's it. That's it.
Let's go! We got record today, boys.
This is crazy.
This is the bingo match of the tournament.
No other square on the board even matters.
This is losable for both of them.
Oh my god!
I can't believe it! I cannot believe it!
What did we...
This did
match of
not
the
just
tournament.
happen. Welcome in, everyone. Today we are getting started with another bingo match. Today is going to be Surprise Mechanics versus Public Acclaim. I am joined by Alyssa on comms. Say hi, Alyssa.
Hello, hello.
1 second, make sure everything's set up to move to the next scene. It should be. There we go. Surprise Mechanics. We have Jackman Marcus and My Secret Skill or Shelby. How do you two feel about your first match?
Bingy.
Bingus.
That's a very, very popular answer.
Yeah.
They don't get it.
I'm looking forward to it. Y'all are gonna get to witness me doing my first bingo ever today, so
We bingy.
we bingy. I shall leave the braining up to my partner here, and I shall just play the game.
Well, we bingy it is. How are Public Acclaim, Zach and CC Mackey? How we feeling?
They don't get it. The Fungus is where it's at, and that's where they messed up. All right, they joined the wrong group chat. And
I'm gonna puke! I'm gonna vomit! I'm so nervous!
And now their fate is sealed. As you can see, we have a perfect dynamic of locked in and spilling the beans all over everywhere. It's a perfect balance to get the most efficiency out of our run. At some point, it's going to alter, where halfway into the run, I'm going to be the one freaking out, and Zach's going to, like, laser it in. Yeah. So we've been practicing 1 or 2 times, so we're ready.
I have one thing to say before we get sent away. Surprise Mechanics, how do you guys feel about a deal?
Oh no.
Oh, they're a team!
I'm listening.
I heard Surprise Mechanics, and I thought that was like
they're a team! This guy doesn't even know who the fuck we're playing against! Okay, how do you feel about a deal, guys?
What's our deal? Kill Sean? Yes?
No. I tried to do this with OJ when I was playing against him, but if Colosseum shows up on the board, we have to rush it. How do you feel about that?
No.
No.
Why not?
I'm
That's
glad
so
you said
funny.
that, because I was going to veto that either way.
Whatever.
Unfortunate. I do things with speed, not Bingy. Speed.
Okay, well, I wish you guys luck,
I do
and
Bingy with
Good
speed.
luck.
I think we're all set up.
Yeehaw.
All right. Well
Let's get
then,
to it. Best of luck.
Alyssa, you can move them to their channels. Make sure to Discord stream and
Okay.
put ready in chat when you're ready in voice text.
Cool.
Good luck.
Good luck, Bingy.
Okay, everyone is in their chosen channels. Excellent.
Somehow I'm really struggling with the audio balance for my music. It's just slightly too loud for me while also being way too quiet for stream.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
If you guys can't tell, I do have a little bit new things to the overlay. I have a brain and hand icon to show who is the hand and the brain on stream. Hope it helps. If you can't figure it out,
I love it.
I'm glad. I know someone came in yesterday and said there's way too much going on, so I felt like maybe I needed a more streamlined approach, but this is better, I think.
No, this is great. I love it. Okay, if Shelby is ready, and let's see when. Yes, on go you reveal. On go you will reveal. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hopefully
And
both teams will start.
we are off. They should both start. See what our delay looks like. 3, 4, about 4 seconds for each one.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm glad they're both starting. Excellent
So
progress.
this board is different than most of the other ones we've had. There are a lot of bosses on this board, like a lot of bosses. Most of the bosses on this board. I didn't choose this, like, specifically. When I roll boards, all I'm checking for is to make sure there's no, like, early game rush, like Lantern, Seaheart, Myla on a line. Like, that's all I'm really checking for. But we got a really interesting one. I don't know if I've ever seen this many bosses on a board before.
Zach will be happy with this board. I'm wondering if we'll see early Mantis Lords. I don't necessarily think it's the best play, but I'm wondering if we will see it.
I wonder as well.
Yeah.
The thing is, we have two pretty new brains. Cece has played before, but has not gotten a lot of practice. Shelby has not played a lot before. I don't think she's brained before, if I'm correct. I think the
Honestly,
only time...
I think they're on pretty equal footing. I'd probably give the advantage to surprise mechanics, even though like Zach and Cece have had a bit like minimal bingo experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Zach is mainly a God Home player. That's where he excels, and he's a very, very good God Home player. I don't know if you were here for the last tournament, but Zach was showing off immense skill by taking on I think it was Soul Tyrant with Nail 0, Vengeful Spirit, no Shaman Stone, and in an 8-minute fight didn't get hit a single time.
That was pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I actually really like column 1 for public acclaim. I think that's a pretty good column that would really complement Zach's playstyle.
Oh, 100%. Or even I'm sure there's others. Anyways, Marcus, the hand of the other team, just got the all skills 1221 world record. So an extremely fast runner, and I believe some of his knowledge outside of the speedrun routes is a little lacking. He hasn't fought some of these bosses in a while, so it could be interesting. We might see him struggle there, where Zach probably wouldn't. But as far as overall speed goes, we can already tell that there's going to be a separation.
Yeah, for sure. I kind of think we're going to see both teams kill False Knight. I feel like that's going to happen.
You think this is a dive board?
I don't necessarily think it's a dive board, but I think we might see both teams kill False Knight.
Okay. I mean, I see City Crest,
Soulmaster, Seven Grubs, Crystal Peaks.
Yep.
I don't necessarily like. I'm not like 100% like that is like the play, but I think it's gonna happen. I think that's what we might see. That's my prediction.
Oh my gosh. LeBun is correct. Column 4 is the ultimate grub board.
I actually, I like it. Yeah, column 4.
That's kind of crazy. I've never seen that much.
Okay, question. Do either Shelby or Cece know where Mask Maker is?
That's a good question. Certainly.
Because I did not know when I searched in Bingo. I just knew it was in Deep Dust.
Shelby knows.
Okay, Shelby knows.
LeBun, can we get any bans in chat?
Oh, yeah.
Do I not have mod check? I need to get that one.
Give me a second. It's this guy.
I got it.
I got it. Okay.
You got it slightly faster.
We all were doing it at the same time.
Thank you. All right, so
You like this grub line though, yeah.
you were correct, by the way. Both teams killing False Knight.
Yeah. Wait, so okay. I do like that row 4. column 4.
Like you said,
I think
row 4
I
is
like
interesting.
I think there's a lot of good stuff on here.
We didn't talk
like-
about the Watcher Knight's Lurian synergy either.
Watcher Knight's Lurian, Lost Kin, Broken Vessel, 500 Essence.
Mm-hmm. I feel like as far as Watcher Knight's Lurian goes, it's early game bait. I feel like we might see people take the bite when the better play is probably to go to peak and then take out Lost Kin, Broken Vessel.
Who knows what we're gonna see? We might see early Mantis Lords. For all we know. We will see.
I will make sure to pass on the luck to Zach, Amy. I guess you didn't give luck. I'll give him some luck anyways.
Yeah, I don't really think we'll see early Kings, Queens.
It's not a bad play. I don't think I've ever seen Queen Station be like a problem, and I haven't played as much bingo as you have probably, but having access to that left side of the map is so valuable.
Yeah, I like it. I think if you go Lantern, some gold you get if you go Lantern, or you get Queen Kings. You can get. I think you get Queen Kings. You get probably first pass at Broken Vessel, or you could go for like Grubs in Fog Canyon just to make sure that column 4 isn't really threatened if you don't go dive.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Also, if you get Dream Nail, you can do Monomon.
Yep. Now, if you'll notice, we do have more separation as Surprise Mechanics just enter Green Path and Public Acclaim are just exiting Mound. Now, that's not a huge lead by any means, but we can see already Marcus is a slightly faster player. And this does mean that they'll probably get to goals sooner, but something we don't talk about often in bingo is that can somewhat be to your favor. If there's early game goals such as unlock Queen Stag, King Stag, or Mantis Lords or something, usually the ones that only require being in one spot, going and being in that place second means you'll see them mark that, and then you can go for something that they're not doing. Mm-hmm. So you're not going to have to worry about getting sniped. You get to make the second move.
And then also the team does not know what you're doing too. Mm-hmm. Like you kind of have like they get to wonder and be afraid, while you kind of have potentially an idea of their plan.
Mm-hmm. It's like they're having an epic rap battle, but Public Acclaim gets to go second.
Yeah. Come on, you got it. You got it. Okay.
Yeah,
do we have Zote on this board?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I don't really see a Zote.
I did bait them into thinking Kala 1 was on this board by banning the play. Just a
Yeah,
little bit of
I
mind
was
games.
looking at this, I'm like, okay, Kalawet is not on this board.
I should have just said, yeah,
Also,
go
I
for
don't
it.
think Kalawet is a speed thing either. I think she's like, I think Sylvia was like, oh, it's a speed goal. I'm like, I don't think Kalawet is a speed goal.
It's
Or
how is Zach with skips? Zach was learning some today. I know he just practiced. Okay, well, he's got to work on his fireball skip. But
yeah.
he was just practicing the acid tunnel to Isma's.
Yeah, I think he can do Epogo. And he can do a shade skip.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I really expect.
I mean, it's not like we're going to see a TE
Zach.
shade skip on this board. That would be nuts,
Yeah.
actually.
This a regular for TE shade skip for, I don't know. I mean, you could just get a start on that 500 essence, I guess.
I couldn't come up with any reason to do it.
I do not disagree.
Especially because if you're going for 500 essence, well, no, it would be slightly faster to TE shade skip, I think.
Mm-hmm. So what would you kill here in Green Path?
What
What
kill?
did Marcus kill? Did they do Moss Knights or Rescue the Grub?
They killed VFK. I think they skipped Moss Knights.
Okay.
They still have high Geo though, so I'm not completely sure. They did Moss Knights. Yep. Okay. Cool. I'm already wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't go for much Geo at all, honestly. If I've already killed False Knight and I'm probably heading dive route, that's just tons of Geo and not a ton to spend it on early, so I wouldn't really care.
I like the grub. I like getting the grub because that's such a nice, like, easy grub to get, and you get like 40 Geo. So
yeah, that's
it
fair.
just kind of because there's like that 20 grub goal, grub song. A lot of there's a lot of grubs on this board, so I like this.
There's a lot of danger in falling behind on grub goals.
Yeah.
I can't route grubs. I've said it almost every match somehow, but if there's grubs on the board, I can't figure it out. I'm always either put way too much in on grubs or way too late on them.
Well, I think most of the time you haven't played as much hand brain as much as you played just 1v1, right?
Yeah, 100%. I haven't done a lot of hand brain.
It's a lot harder to route things with like when you're doing 1v1 versus just having someone thinking about the ideal grubs to get.
Mm-hmm. That is pretty important because we have one person entirely focused on playing Hollow Knight and one person focused on the board.
Mm-hmm. Like I was watching an old 1v1 match earlier, and it's like sometimes like people like don't kill Milo right away because they get other goals, and I feel like there's a lot more like leeway in 1v1 just because there's a good chance that you and your opponent are just both a little distracted.
Mm-hmm. All right, Public Acclaim. But they went straight to Claw and got out, right?
Yeah.
No, they haven't gotten Claw yet. Whoops.
Oh no! Oh wait! Oh yeah! Yeah. Surprise Mechanics has gotten Claw there, entering Fungal.
Let's see what they do now. I'm interested if it's going to be Mantis Lord's play, Queen Station.
We'll see. No, we're just going straight. It's probably Shelby probably told Marcus we are running 112 or something.
I almost guarantee it.
Yeah.
At least we're getting this grub. I wonder. They'll probably. Oh, never mind. So this is Queen Station.
I like the getting queens. I like the getting queens here.
I do too. I said it earlier. I think Queens is a super strong play.
Yeah. I don't think Queens is like necessarily crucial here, only basically for the goal for me. Just because you can always go, because you're going to have to go down Fog Canyon anyway from Dartmouth because of Monomon and the 5 grubs in Crossroads.
Mm-hmm.
So you're kind of going to be going down that way anyway, so you can't really get priority on any of those goals with Queens.
Mm-hmm.
But it is the middle square, and I think that is pretty fair.
Great e-pogo from Zach. Honestly, I was worried on the setup. He's a little wiggly, but he nailed it.
Are they getting a race?
Are they running all skills?
This is what Zach needs to catch up.
Yep. I mean, this will come in handy for Abyss Shriek. But that is it. And that is a long way away. So this will definitely get Public Acclaim a chance to get back in the game. Not that they're already out of it. There hasn't even been a goal marked. Do they get the seal as well? Nope.
I don't know if a lot of people know about that seal. Seals isn't even on the board. There's not that many money goals on the board.
Yeah, I don't even... Yeah. It might be a waste of time to grab that seal, to be honest. Because you don't need a lot of money, and you're going to get a lot of money if you're going dive route, which Public Acclaim, now well on their way to dive.
Yeah, but we're going to look at it. Bishrik is on the board, right?
Yep.
What? Ooh, that's a pretty good column. I don't hate it.
Ooh. I didn't notice it completely. It's dangerous. That's for sure. You can... If you go... Oh man, actually it's really dangerous. The one thing that's annoying is elevators. It's going to put you pretty behind.
Yeah.
But if you get Mantis Lord's Elevator's Fragile Heart, and then you're gunning it for Hornet 2, that's pretty hard to block. Yeah.
I like that Zach and DC have now more of a chance.
They are not that far behind. And we were talking about the rap battle from earlier, how this goes. When you strike first, you make yourself vulnerable.
That is true.
Or you can, at least. Straight dive, surprise mechanics appear to be shade skipping. This is cooking, I think.
Oh, they're gonna get kings. I like it.
It's middle square, so for people new to bingo, as usual, the middle square is the most valuable square on the board. It allows you to have access to 4 different lines, so you can put pressure in a lot of different areas. And after that, every corner square, inner and outer corner squares, also have access to 3 lines. So those are also important squares compared to every other square on the board, which is only part of 2 lines. So middle square is always the most important square on the board.
I don't think I don't know how familiar Shelby is with like Zach's play, and like they're, because they might be worried because they got raised that they're just gonna lose to Soul Master anyway. So they're just going to go and try to get that middle square.
I mean, I wouldn't have killed False Knight here, but I don't think skipping dive is that big a deal, honestly.
Oh, no, I don't think it's a big deal at all. I think it's fine. I think it's just, the killing False Knight, kind of going for that City Crest goal is going to be a little bit more tough going right side. Like, it's not, like, impossible by any means. It's more... You're going to get that hard save outside of City when you do use City Crest.
Mm-hmm. Zach's getting banged up a little bit in Sanctum. Let's see how his Hell Room goes. 1 hit.
He just needs to get 2. Come on,
2,
Zach.
good recovery. 3 hits.
Okay, nice. We're good. I have full faith that Zach will be fine during this fight.
I have no doubt.
Please,
if I cast or curse it, that might be a little
Zach.
funny, but I think he'll be fine. He'll be fine. But we were talking about his God Home exploits earlier. It would be quite a switch up to... Sorry, it would be a switch up from flawlessing Soul Tyrant to dying to Soul Master. Thank you, Ascoriel. So we're about to have our first goal marked. Yep. Unlock Queen Stag and King Stag Station.
I would be very kind of confused about the timing of that if I was CC. Maybe. I don't know how familiar they are with like different categories.
Mm-hmm. I would be worried that they were doing other things for sure. Which they were, right?
Yeah, they got Howling Race.
Yeah, they were cooking. Yeah. And
oh god, what if they're going to go for column 3? Or I wonder if there's a diagonal there that Shelby's looking at. Sorry, row 3.
Row 3. There's a lot of danger. You can't fall too far behind here. Speed is going to be extremely important. Soulmaster Mark, though, it's 1-1. The one thing that surprise mechanics don't have, that they have absolutely not going for them.
They're getting Dream Nail now.
Yeah.
They might do Watchers, I wonder.
I mean, maybe. Again, I still think it's bait, but they have...
Yeah, I don't necessarily think it's...
Surprise Mechanics has very little for Geo, so if they're going for Lantern now, then they're going to have a problem getting to peak. It's going to take a lot longer, whereas Public Acclaim are probably on their way.
No, I like the middle square. I think King's Queens is one of my favorite goals. Because it's just like getting 2 sags that are just good in general.
Yep. And honestly, whether you're going for a line or not isn't necessarily all of the importance with the middle square. It's also a matter of, how do I put this? If the goals just end up this way where you're hitting fast goals or something and suddenly there's a threat, you're not the person in threat from that goal.
Do you block row 2 column 1? I am confused about that.
I mean, at some point, but right now I'm probably on my way to C- for the Broken Vessel synergy.
Yeah, definitely I think C- is definitely the play here. They could even just go and ride the City Crest too. Ride the elevators. I don't think that's awful.
Yeah, it's not really all that slow. Well, it is kind of slow because you'd have to get all the way to the right elevator.
So we have Surprise Mechanics fighting 0 for the 100 essence. That'll put them towards 500 essence, and they could also potentially go and get that Hollowness Seal from Seer for the 100 essence.
Yep. Maybe Kronster. Probably not, actually. If you already have rates, I'm not worried about column 2. We're definitely going to see a fungal revisit. We got 4 fungal goals, I believe. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4. Surprise Mechanics didn't open the City Crest door, so getting back there is going to be really annoying unless they go dive.
Yeah, basically.
Public Acclaim finally out of Sanctum and on their way to... Well, I guess we'll see. They can do any number of things right now.
I think I'd like to see C-.
I'd probably like to see C-. I wouldn't mind another goal. There's a lot you can do really early. Oh, don't die.
Please don't. You don't have to get it because 112 does it. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. Just get it. Just get it on the way back down.
Oh no!
This actually happened to me in the 3 lines yesterday. Like exactly. Where first of all, I was like, it was unfortunate. I think Escorial knows.
Yeah, that is going to set them...
If you think you can get it, but don't worry about it. It's not a priority. We can always just get it on the way down.
Yeah, it's going to set them super far behind.
Yeah, they kind of had an advantage to C-, so it's kind of sad. Maybe we'll see Surprise Mechanics go dive.
Maybe.
Anything is possible, I think, in this bingo match.
I certainly don't like to see a death in that room. It's far too common.
That was. I'm sorry, Escorial. It brings back traumatic memories from yesterday.
I feel like everyone's so prepared for Hell Room because everyone knows Hell Room sucks, so you can just die in it.
That room
you have to go through it.
Oh, I was just traumatized yesterday.
Yeah, that one is just like everyone's like, oh, well, just a key, 5-minute adventure, in and out, grab it, get out, just live. It's fine, easy. I can damage tank.
No, that I was 5 page. Yeah, it was actually, I was really nuts. Asquarello got sniped so hard. That's why I've just kind of been. I ran a 3 lines yesterday as a hand, and I'm like, you got to see this key tech where I just went out of the room and came back down and got it, and there's no enemies. It's just so much easier to get it from going above.
What are Public Acclaim doing, going to Waterways so early? Is this a Bretta play?
A Dung Defender?
He's not on board, right? Or is Lem?
Lem with City Crest is on the board.
Are they? I don't want to say it, but are they going for column 1?
I love it if they're going for column 1.
I don't. I don't like this
I thought that was
play.
the most Zach column I've ever seen.
Well, I like the column. I don't like the order. Getting this reveals. Oh my god, surprise mechanics so low.
I don't disagree about the order.
Marcus is dodging bullets. Oh god.
Because they might just do Watchers.
Yep, Watchers it is.
I don't think they have money for Lantern.
Well, man, this is gonna put surprise mechanics in a pretty rough spot by going for Watchers early, because they're gonna have to basically go for Monomon for the block, and in that time, Public Acclaim is going to get Lost Ken Broken Vessel and 500 Essence probably.
I wonder if we'll look at the King's Idol. I don't think they necessarily need it, but it's an idol.
It's an idol. I definitely pick it up, and it's not like time loss. Plus, with Fragile Heart, grade strength on the board, it's rather with that and the Bretta Sly, I would rather have both. So that, I'd rather have everything I need to get both.
I love this match though. I think it's so fun. This is a fun match.
Mm-hmm. It's not often we get to see a Wraiths Watcher Knights fight, but it is. Marcus is just deleting them. 2 HP, little scary. Zach looking pretty good against Dung Defender. That's the thing with Zach. He might be.
He just needs to get to the fight.
Oh my god.
He gets to the fight, yeah.
Yeah, not just getting to the fight, but he might not be fast with it, but he's certainly not going to die. So
yeah,
both fights close out. Watcher Knights is marked.
Oh, they don't have soul for the vessel. That's unfortunate. Okay.
Well, you can just
that's also great because they can, for Ismas later if they want it.
Yep, they don't have to do the skip, which is honestly pretty big.
Yeah, yeah.
And Lurian is also marked. I'm interested to see what both teams do now.
A Watchcloth Die Nail 3 synergy.
Oh my god.
I love it.
I definitely think now is the point where both people should be seeing there are 2 lines in threat right now. And collect 500 essence is part of basically both of them.
What are they?
They went to save the grub.
Yeah, I like that, but I think they can. Maybe it's just faster to walk back.
For what?
I know they have the. Oh, they have Stinky Charm on. They have it on.
Mm-hmm. That was a crazy Watcher fight.
Yeah, this is. I just like seeing some like kind of like meta, non-bingo meta plays.
Mm-hmm. I want to see what Shelby does now. If they go straight Lantern, big. Public Acclaim, they also might be going straight for Lantern. They need their Shade still, so they're probably heading up that way. Well, not Lantern at least, but Peak. And where Public Acclaim died in this room, Surprise Mechanics doesn't take a hit. Mind you, they don't go for the key, so... Oh, they're also going to get the elevators. I forgot this goal was on the board.
I figured it was going to go for the elevators since they didn't get dive.
Well, they're not going to get the goal because they still need to...
That's true. They still have to go use the City Crest on the other side, which is annoying.
I wonder if they just spend their Geo on Fragile Greed Strength, Rescue Beretta, and the elevator, and just knock out 3 goals. I don't actually hate that.
I don't hate it either. Like, I like Column 2.
Column 2 is really strong for Surprise Mechanics. Oh yeah, and they can kill Mantis Lords too. That would be so strong. We have 2 really strong lines. It's funny because, in theory... Oh, they are heading that way. In theory, Surprise Mechanics are at a significant lead for Column 2, but nothing is marked yet. Marcus have a pretty clean navigation of infected crossroads.
Question.
Yep.
But what line do you think is faster?
Which one's faster?
Column 1 or Column 2?
Column 1. Wholeheartedly. Okay. You need to get Shade Cloak, which is like multiple boss fights, blah, blah, blah.
Please bench. Zach. Okay, thank you, Zach.
Well,
okay.
actually, if we're talking for restricted people...
I like keeping on the crest.
Monomon's kind of out of the way now that I think about it.
Not that much out of the way. Like, you can't even get it from Queens, right? They just have to get Dreamnail.
Well, Surprise Mechanics is about to... Yep, they got Fragile Heart, Greed Strength. That's marked. Next, they're probably going to go kill Mantis Lords and get the City Crest entrance. So they're going to mark all 3 of these in a very short amount of time. Public Acclaim can immediately counter to Shade Cloak with C-Dash, which will be faster, obviously, for obvious reasons. But,
they might not know that their opponents have race, though. So they might go for that first.
They might be like this.
Okay, we'll see if they use a City Crest now. Yeah.
Hive Blood is not looking strong. I'm sorry, LeBun. I understand that row 5 also is kind of cooking, but okay, maybe Hive Blood is looking kind of strong. Guess we'll have to see what happens. Another square marked. As far as the goal lead goes, it's 2-5. So Public Acclaim is slightly behind. Ooh, nice pogo.
They're warping back to the Lurian hard save.
Getting Shawmed. Oh no. Yep.
That could have been planned, maybe.
No, that was not planned. In fact, they went to bench warp to see if they could warp to another bench and remembered they couldn't. So that was far from planned. That was a huge mistake.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they could have afforded Kings.
Now column 2 is rough though because they have to go all the way back from Mantis Lords.
It's not too far.
Did you say they could have afforded Kings?
Yeah, I was like, they could afford Kings. I was like wondering if like it was a play.
Well, they bought Kings already. They bought at the beginning of the round.
Yeah. Let's hope they. I think I'd like to see them quit out of C-Dash.
Dreamnail. I probably wouldn't quit out. I'd probably go get Dreamnail. Unless you're talking about Surprise Mechanics.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Big fall for Public Acclaim.
No.
2 HP. They just got to make it through the gauntlet. Playing it steady. Confident. And they're clean. Okay. No underplat, but, you know, acceptable. Shelby Cycle from Public Acclaim.
I kind of want to see what CC does now. I want to see if they're worried about column 2.
Surprise Mechanics aren't sure what to do right now. They're just sitting on their stag menu trying to figure out where to go. Let me make sure that they aren't saying anything in voice text. Yep.
Okay. I like it. I like rescuing like a grub, kind of be on the way, and then just getting Dreamnail.
Yep.
Honestly,
I think this is. Oh yeah. I don't know if Zach knows dark rooms. Otherwise, I was gonna say the other route is much more appealing. Though I guess they haven't saved Sly yet, and that's always useful.
I think you need Sly, actually. I think you just go Dreamnail. Maybe pick up Shaman Stone.
Rescue Rebecca Sly is a goal on the board. And if they're gonna go get Dreamnail and then potentially block Mantis Lords, it's just... There's no reason not to save Sly here. It loses, like, 4 seconds. I wonder if they shade skip. That'd be kind of hilarious.
What are okay, so are they going into Sanctum?
Well, I guess if you don't have money for...
Oh, maybe they're gonna wait, they can't leave though. They already used City Crest.
This is probably a play because they don't have money for Lantern anymore.
I really actually like Public Acclaim's position right now.
I like it a lot better. Oh my god, they're shade skipping. This is really funny because they have C-Dash.
Sorry.
Oh, and they put it in the wrong spot. No.
No, Zach, please.
Why? I hope they just grab it and C-Dash, please.
This has been like definitely the most entertaining game of the tournament. I'm not gonna lie.
This is pretty funny.
Sorry.
Yeah, let's shade skip it.
Oh, they see that, Zach.
Yeah, if Orange does focus column 1, there's very little that Surprise Mechanics can actually do to recover this.
Come on, you have seen that. Oh god, this is hard to watch.
I just hope they hit the shade skip. There we go. Clean shade skip from Zach. Can we get some Poggy Froggies in chat for Zach?
Come on, remember UFC Dash. You just got it. Yeah, you got it. I believe it. Sorry. You're getting Dreamnail.
Please don't die to Soul Mastery. Yep, they got it. Okay, clean.
Well, the one thing is, if they get C-Dash, I'm hoping Public Acclaim goes Broken Vessel, Lost Kin. But they're gonna know that which one their opponent's going for. Based on the time they get C-Dash, they might be able to get Monomon. Potentially. Surprise Mechanics.
That is true, Kara. If they go for Monomon, they have a threat in the diagonal. Forgot Markoth was on this board.
I think blue goes... yeah, that's true.
I haven't looked at this right side of the board in so long. All the axes on the left side. I forgot that Mask Maker was on the board. I forgot Markoth is on the board. Upgrade Grimchild is here for some reason. Hive Blood is here. We will not see Hive Blood.
We could see Hive Blood. We do not know that for sure.
Clean movement to escape.
They rescued quite a lot of grubs. Let's say that... Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Zack and Hive. We would see about that, because like they have enough grubs potentially for almost Grub Song. They could go get Monomon, get the grubs, and then just go for Hive Blood. They just need to get there, and then Zack can kill Hive Knight.
Yep. Well, let's see what they do now.
Let's see. Okay. They're getting grubs.
Thank you for the follow, Valley. Or Valaman. Where are they fighting? Failed champ?
Monomon?
No. Okay. Monomon probably then, yeah. I forgot. This is actually the faster way to go if you have killed False Knight.
That is fair. I always forget about this because
You never kill
I'm not
False
used to
Knight?
playing False Knight. Yeah.
Alright. So Zach is out of practice on skips, but this is the easiest acid skip in the game, so hopefully it doesn't take him
Yeah,
too
I
long.
think Zach can do this one.
This is just walk off and hit the button. Yeah, yeah, he nailed it.
I can't do it,
Oh.
but they. Oh God!
I cursed
Come
it.
on,
Come on, you got this, Zach.
come on, Zach.
You got
Oh
this,
shit!
Zach.
Yeah, we did curse it. Fuck.
Yeah, that's on me. I'm pulling a rhino.
Oh my God! The same place from last time. No,
No,
it's the
this
exact
is
same
so
place.
cursed. It's the
Exact
worst
same
spot.
place.
Oh man. And Public Acclaim has such a threat.
Oh my God! It's so funny.
Oh, don't die! What are you doing? Oh my god. Just live. Well, you don't have to fight the jellies, just go.
They want soul. I think they want soul.
There's soul in the next room. Just get to the next room. Oh my
It's so
god.
funny. They
This
both
is-
died there.
This is too much. This is
Okay, I
arguably
now have
the single.
I'm never gonna say unless I actually, if I'm ever braiding someone new, I'm never gonna tell them to get that key until we're going back down, unless they are a 112 runner.
That's a room you actually have to practice.
Yeah.
It's crazy. If we see a 5-goal win from Public Acclaim, that'd be insane.
Yeah, I think I even said I think before we left King's Pass, I'm like, I like column 1 for Zach. Come on, Zach. You got it. You got it.
I guarantee you, Shelby is not going to go for the Broken Vessel Shade skip. As far as speed goes, if Marcus is just straight rushing the C-Dash Broken Vessel, I really think they have a chance to block it.
I
Just-
agree.
Because, I mean, they are extremely fast. Do not count Marcus out when it comes to speed.
It's just so funny that they both died in that place.
Mm-hmm. Also, do
And
Public
also after the
Acclaim
death
have...
yesterday too, like that I saw.
Public Acclaim don't have King Station Stag, right?
No, they have resting grounds though. So yeah, no, I don't think it's impossible.
I think it's far
fuck,
from impossible.
Infected Crossroads, yeah.
I hate Infected Crossroads. Like, that one room, that's my hell room. With the 2 infected Vengeflies. I get hit so many times at any percent. I lose so much time on every split. Well, that one split in particular. Well, pretty clean Umu from Public Acclaim so far.
They had that shortcut open from shade skipping, so they don't even have to dive to resting grounds.
Yep, that's
Nice.
Shaman VS for Orange.
Yeah, they got this.
If there's something Zach has shown, it's that he doesn't need anything more than that. Surprise mechanics, please tell me they benched out of Sanctum.
Probably.
No!
No!
Oh my god,
No!
that's so tragic. Okay, well, it's not
Okay,
a bad
they
bench,
benched.
but this they need every second right now. Marcus may be fast, but this is I don't know how to put it. It's go mode for Public Acclaim. They are on their way to Broken Vessel Loskin.
They have the hard save, but they do have advantage because they have advantage on having King Station.
Yep.
And not being hard saved in Umu.
Now, with the amount of tragedy we've seen from both teams, I would not be surprised to see a Malark death on the way there. Honestly, the way I die on my way to Broken Vessel every time is in Ancient Basin. I just get to 1 HP right before the toll bench, and then while falling down, I land on a crawlid and die. Every time. Every time.
Yeah, I understand. Wraith lost kin advantage. Actually,
Oh no.
Matthew has a point.
Yeah, that's so fast. I can speak from experience. Public Acclaim getting the grub. I don't know if they're going to rush this column. Honestly, Surprise Mechanics haven't done anything in so long that they might think that they're just about to get it done.
I don't know. Maybe they think they're doing shakes. I don't know. I actually agree that is a bit frightening, but potentially based on the timing of things, they know they don't have C dash.
No, there's no way they'd know they don't have C dash because the last thing they marked was Lurian.
They should, yeah.
They should assume they have C dash.
Come on, bench.
I knew they'd go through city storerooms. I don't know why.
Oh, they have the Dung Defender entrance.
It's not faster.
It probably is not.
It's not. You use C dash. Resting Grounds is like bite size.
Yeah. Now we have a race to Broken Vessel.
We've had a race to Broken Vessel. It's just been slightly slow.
Now one of them, they both have C dash now. So
at this point, Surprise Mechanics is in the lead, as I said. Because Public Acclaim is going from the wrong side. They're slightly slower. And never mind. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to curse them again. I can't do it. I really can't.
Yeah.
This is shaping up to be a long match. Where's Public Acclaim going?
Dung Defender.
This is
2 Basin.
I do have to say, this is significantly slower.
Yeah.
Like a minute slower. Well, Surprise Mechanics is clean, getting hit by crawlids, as I said.
But I do think that when they get Broken Vessel, they're definitely going to get Lost Kin, and they'll be marking basically 3 goals at once. Because they already killed 0.
Mm-hmm. Orange does have right side access. They have Resting Ground, Stag, and Dive.
And the Lover, because they shade skipped.
Oh, yeah, they shade skipped. It was really funny. I mean, I wouldn't completely count Public Acclaim out of this game because they have an advantage on all grub goals.
That's true.
But they're probably going to have to block the column 2 bingo. And also, Marcus has to live for Broken Vessel. And if we've seen something so far, it's that we'll see some deaths.
Marcus has mentioned multiple times that he thinks Broken Vessel is harder than Lost Kin.
It is. It's not even close.
But to be fair, he does have race, so...
Broken Vessel is so slow. It's like, you guys ever play Elden Ring? And you're fighting Godric the Grafted, and he's just holding the axe above you, and you don't know when he's swinging, so you're just spamming roll? Yeah, that's what this is. Just waiting for Broken Vessel to do an attack, but he's so slow you don't know what he's going to do.
Oh, that's probably really sad for Zach and CC.
I wonder what they do now.
Well, they kind of benched there, so they kind of have to get wings. I don't know what I guess they could climb up, I guess.
Oh, Public Acclaim quitting out. I mean, the thing is, getting wings is faster at this point because you can hidden station out, but...
Yeah, because they were kind of right there.
The climb out is pretty slow. Well, I guess
they go to Abyss.
Well, no one's going to Abyss till they kill Hornet 2.
Sorry. I wonder if they're gonna go kill Hornet too. They might have. They're gonna get this right side of city access that they've been missing out on though when they climb up. So
Yeah, this is.
we have that pro.
You know what? I'll call it huge. This is pretty big. A little lost on their way back. Can't blame them. Now, what are Surprise Mechanics going to do? Because they have a huge threat if they go to Queen Station right now. Mantis Lords. Rescue Bretta Sly. Let's see it.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Hornet 2 next.
Mm-hmm.
Or Mantis Lords. I think it might be like a race to Mantis Lords, which would be really sad for Public Acclaim if they don't think that the other team is going to go for it.
Mm-hmm. Public Acclaim don't have Queen Station, correct? Yeah, they just went straight dive.
No, they went after Monamon. They opened it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yep. Yep, this is just vanilla bingo, vanilla lockout. The rules are pretty simple. If you do exclamation point lockout, that's everything you need to know right there.
Are you okay? You got it, Zach. Come on.
Yeah, of course, Trev. I do wonder where Public Acclaim are going. I mean, they're at such a goal disadvantage. I do like them pressing grubs, but they also probably need to focus Colo 2. Sorry, Column 2. Colo 2 is probably not relevant to this match. Unless you go for Nail 3.
Why are they fighting it? They don't need to.
Did they bench at King Station first? Or
No.
that's why they're fighting it, I
Oh,
guess.
that's fair, actually. That's
Yeah,
we can't just leave. My bad.
You're good.
I forgot about that.
I think they'll probably go straight for Hornet 2 after they see Mantis Lords get marked.
Now they have kings, at least.
I wonder if they go get Grub Song here. Because they probably have 10 grubs. I kind of cropped the stream wrong and I can't tell.
Open it. Come on. Yes, just yes. We opened the station. Yeah.
Palm, you never know.
Huge. Huge. Okay, okay, nice. Crossroads gonna finish off grubs, I think.
Yep, they can get the... Oh, they actually did skip the grub in Fog Canyon, unfortunately. I was gonna say earlier, we were really focused on the fact that everyone was dying, but it's kind of the single most important grub on the entire board. Surprise Mechanics not quitting out. This is a clear indicator of saving Bretta. Probably Dashmaster too. I think Shelby likes her Dashmaster.
Okay. I would like to see now Public Acclaim quit out and go for Hornet. They are not doing that though.
No, they are focused on grubs. Oh my god, don't die, please. If they go to get Grub Song now, that's actually still bad. They need to go to they need to get going.
Yeah, they have the pressure.
Do we have masks on this board? No, that was just a Moloch scenery check. Alright, they really want the grub goal. Oh, don't dive Surprise Mechanics. How many deaths have we seen this game?
I lost count.
Definitely more than the rest of the tournament combined.
Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna go see Hornet 2. Hopefully, come on. No, this is not.
This is also. I guess they're getting guarded grub. And Surprise Mechanics are about to win the game. Like, there's no. Wait a minute. Are they? Where are? Oh, they just had the wrong bench. That's such a beginner mistake for Brains, is not telling their hand to bench. Smart warp. A really smart warp.
Please don't go. What? Come on. Okay, this is a bit hard to watch. Sorry. Until like, do they not see the line? And they also know that the other team has hidden station. Probably.
I don't know. Public Acclaim, they might see the threat and think, oh, they're not going for it. They don't know it's urgent, or they're trying to get their grubs done first, which their grubs are not going to happen first.
Yeah, I am confused. Yeah.
Yeah, whenever I see 3 goals in a line,
See
I'm
the
in panic
diagonal
mode.
bait, I feel like they mark Loskin by now if they are worried about that.
They're going to go for Crystal Peak grubs here, I think.
Maybe they're going for column 5.
Well, there's not much we can do about Public Acclaim, so let's focus on how Marcus's Hornet 2 fight is going to go.
I didn't really expect Marcus to have issues with this.
Me either. He's got all 3 spells, but you shouldn't say that. I think we've learned that by now. If you say they're not going to have issues, they probably will. And that's your fault. Actually, this is a very clean Wraiths fight.
It's my fault if they lose.
Wraiths is so good for this because it resets, or it staggers her so fast, you just keep her in the corner. She's not left that right corner the entire fight. This damage is so good. It doesn't look like it because it's Hornet 2, but this is what they need to be doing. It's so satisfying too. I love watching Hornet 2 with Wraiths. Yep, and a clean fight. And with that, they're gonna go straight to Abyss. Well, that would be the all skills world record holder who knows something about it. I do like the play to, well, I don't know how much I like it. Skipping Lostkin 500 Essence to prioritize Shade Cloak Abyss Shriek.
I mean, it's a column.
Yeah,
it's really
but
hard to counter.
It's hard to counter, sure, but also it's 8 goals to 3 at this point. Going all in on a bingo is kind of dangerous. Like, that's how you end up losing something like this. I would rather just go for some of the early goals, the 500 Essence, the lost kin that you were standing on top of, the grub goals that are still here. Just fill out the board and force Public Acclaim to get
priority.
max.
Oh my gosh, Zach.
I think you're the follow draft. Oh, this is...
Oh, that's a bad death from Surprise Mechanics, and they're back at King's Brand.
They died?
Oh,
how did I miss
Public
it? Oh my
Acclaim
god.
just died to Crown Grub.
Holy shit.
That is why I hate that goal.
I will never go for him.
Yeah, they're still going for it. Maybe they just want to get that column. They are pretty close to it, to be honest. But, like, not as close as the other team is to Abyss, Shriek, and Shade Cloak.
Yeah, this is an extremely scuffed game. Surprisingly intense, actually.
We're both dying at the same time.
I don't know whether or not to tell Zach and Cece that they could have just C-dashed the whole time.
That would be scary.
It was...
that was wild.
It was really funny. But I don't know, maybe we just let them watch the comps and they figure it out that way. That'd be pretty funny.
You think they're gonna watch it?
I have no idea. Zach, maybe. Cece, I have no idea. Well, it's Surprise Mechanics are entering Abyss, and once Abyss Shriek is marked here, Public Acclaim is going to know that their bell is wrong. There's no coming back from it, unfortunately.
What is Public Acclaim
What?
doing?
Broken Vessel was in the Malark area when it was marked, Palm. The only guess I have is Grubs or Geo. I think Shade Cloak first is a good play, Palm.
Yeah, I don't hate Shade Cloak first.
Keep in mind, it's been a long
only a bit scary
ass.
because you haven't heard from the other team in like 5 years because of all the deaths. Like the last goal that Public Acclaim has marked has been Monomon.
It's a gamble. You don't know which one your opponent's going to go for, and at this point, you probably assume that they're trying to snipe you.
Yeah, but the thing is, they don't know you have race, right?
Mm-hmm.
So race is normally good because you can quit out of it pretty easily without the hard save.
And that's 4 in a row. Abyss Shriek is dire, and they are out of time, unfortunately.
Yeah, basically what Alpha said.
Yeah, it's a smart brain play. Like, it's always a gamble with some of these things. You can optimize it. That's why we have some bingo teams that win a lot and some that lose a lot. But
It's fair.
I think this is a good play. We do not have anything else scheduled for tonight, but I will show the bracket, and we have some coming next week for sure. You can also do exclamation point.
And we have Surprise Mechanics winning.
Yep, and that's going to be GG. Public Acclaim, still in peak. I'm going to put the GG in chat and let them know that they can be dragged in whenever they're ready. But if you do exclamation point bracket, I guess I'll do it in chat, you get the link to the tournament page and you can see the upcoming matches. It doesn't have who's on what team. I probably should have set that up, but we have a lot of very experienced Hollow Knight players in this tournament. Victory Abyss Climb, and it's really clean.
Yeah, it'll be a Quado Marcus match.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be really fun to watch. All right. I haven't heard any teams that they're ready for post game yet. All right.
Are they just finishing Grubs as a source of pride? I do not know.
Hollow Knight's kind of fun. They might be playing for fun.
That's fair.
Can you drag in Shelby and Marcus?
Sure.
Yay!
Congratulations. Good job.
GG.
Thank you.
Did you have a fun game?
Yes.
I was really stressed out.
Yeah, apart from the couple of deaths, that was fun.
If it makes you feel better, I was also really stressed out.
If it also makes you feel better, both of you guys died in the exact same place with the key.
Oh yeah, the Ravas move faster with QL, I swear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was.
that's just.
It was just somewhat. It was entertaining because it happened kind of right after Soulmaster for Public Acclaim, and then it happened like way later. But for you guys, when you guys went and got dive, like after it too, and you guys both had hard saves in Sanctum.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Yeah, it was yeah,
This was
it was
Yeah.
very entertaining match.
The very funny thing, so that's Death After Hornet 2 with the Bellfly. I died because I took the safety bench because I'm used to not having that Bellfly exist there. when speed
Oh
runs.
no.
So
And
that's
I told
a case of dying to a safety bench.
right as I said, watch out for the bird and don't die, Marcus died.
Yeah.
Right. Can you move
Yeah,
Zach
yeah,
and CC
yeah.
in as well?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. If I changed my screen layout at all and open Discord, my screen's gonna be a little messed up.
Hello.
GG.
GG.
GG's everyone. That is
That was-
another case of the board does not show how close that game was. We thought surprise mechanics were like, at least I did. I thought you guys were almost completely out for a while.
Yeah.
It
So,
was close.
If you were to go back on Marcus's stream later, because the Discord audio was going through there, I was telling everybody, I didn't have chat open or anything, just in case people are weird. But I said, I'm playing this much different than anybody would expect. It was very sporadic for a reason, because I was just immediately trying to block everything and play to the fact that my hand isn't any percent runner. So Lurian and Watcher Knights were blocked off so fast, blocking lines. Queen's Garden, or Queen Stag, King Stag. Yeah, that was the goal, was to block first.
We got messed up because we saw the Soulmaster, Broken Vessel, Lostkin, and I was like, I saw you guys were going for Watcher Knights and Lurian, but I was like, I mean, with Soulmaster there, it's like, that's it. So what we were gonna do is we were gonna get Crystal Dash, and then get Broken Vessel, and then we could just, like, it didn't seem like you were going for our row there. So if we were able to set up for Monomon and for Broken Vessel, we could get both of them like one by one.
Yeah.
And then you'd be scrambling. But we messed up and we died when we were trying to get Key.
Both of you guys died there.
Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't going for the key either. I literally just went over there to try to avoid them.
There were
died too?
6 or 7 deaths this game between both teams.
Yeah.
It was certainly a match.
If I have
like
anything
Column
to
One
say,
idea. I think I immediately saw that. Like, I think in King's Bass, I was like, column 1 is the Zach column.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You specifically labeled it as the Zach column.
Yeah.
How close
and
were
we
you
didn't
guys
get
to-
it, and we didn't get it.
It was close.
How
They
close
were
were you to
in the-
BV?
They were in the Malark area, like making their way up to BV.
Ooh.
If I have anything to
Fuck.
say, it's I want to thank CC Mac Guy. He was a wonderful brain this time around. A lot of the sloppiness was on me. I messed up quite a bunch of times.
Okay. I do want to show Zach a I do want to show them a version of a shade skip at some point, though. Like, just maybe a little bit later.
You know what? I'll just say it. Zach and Cece. After you got C dash, you went for the shade skip at Salubra. Yeah, you had C dash. You could just C dash over.
Oh.
Yeah,
it was really funny. I'll be honest. We had a lot of people hype in chat that you did hit the shade skip.
Yeah, we were proud of you.
CC Mac Guy, why'd you tell me to do the shade skip?
What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean?
We could have just used the fucking C dash.
C dash where?
From the Salubra arena.
From the arena.
Zach, you can't blame CC. You just didn't do it either.
I can't blame CC.
No, I am really confused. What are you talking about?
From the Grasmother arena,
show...
we
dashed there,
yeah.
It was really.
What do you mean I can't blame the guy who's supposed to be thinking for me?
They're not controlling.
You never have crystal dash.
You're allowed to say that you can crystal dash.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
Zach, also, no one believes that you knew that you could do that, and they did the shade skip anyways. No one believes.
I did it. Well, I
It's
didn't know
right
that we can do that.
You
But I
watch on
forgot.
stream, yeah, it's right there, yeah.
I
The coolest
was just like,
shade skip ever.
I should have realized that. I was like, people don't usually get to this
I
spot by
take
stage
back
skipping.
everything about you. All the nice things I just said.
That hurts because we spent so much time on that. We probably could have gotten broken
Kill
vessel
me!
first.
Kill me!
There's a good chance that you might have sniped Broken Vessel, because for
Oh,
a while,
yeah.
Surprise Mechanics, you guys were actually kind of trapped in City without
Yep.
without Lantern, without
Mhm.
Dive, no way to get C-Dash. People were
Yep.
trying to say, oh, is Shelby gonna get nail 1 so that they can do the Broken Vessel skip?
Oh,
It looked pretty hopeless. It was small things like
Yeah,
that make the difference in bingo
it
every
was-
time.
My plan was to not get Dive and not deal with Soulmaster. Again, my idea was Lantern, and then I'm like, oh, well, we're right by Leg Eater. Let's just buy this in case we use this line, which ended up being the line we won with. And so it's like, well, now I don't have any money to get Lantern to just go through the toll for Peak. But we were going through Peak, just gonna save grubs on the way, and then go get Umu. And then they sniped Umu from us. So
yeah.
it was quite the routing that I did. But hey, I'm not a bingo person.
It's okay. I think I don't know how many matches CC and Zach has played. I'm pretty sure it's under 5.
I knew that Umu was
man.
free because I was like, they spent all that time. They spent all that time doing stuff, but they don't have Crystal Dash and they don't have Ismus tier. So Umu is just like can't be taken.
Yep, 100%. Well,
Yeah, that was really
in
fun.
theory, they could
I
have.
enjoyed.
Boy.
You go ahead, Jackman.
I was just gonna say that was really fun. I really enjoyed being Dan. It was kind of fun
Yeah.
to just play the game.
Oh,
Mm.
I
absolutely.
really thought that's
I just have
something you would
to
enjoy.
be like, what is this like? The routing is very sporadic, but of course,
Yeah.
just trust my brain.
Yep.
There's nothing else in Hollow Knight where you actually have to route on the fly. Most of the time, it's like when you're playing just a category, you have like notes already out for you.
Yeah,
you
it's
memorize.
always
Like,
because
so you
it's a
actually have to like
different
really like think.
skill.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a
think
different
through,
skill to
like-
do things on the fly versus to have a predetermined set of like routes and strategies to do. There's obviously overlap because you get to learn a lot of like base mechanics and stuff in speedrunning, but it is a very different skill to just know how to do things in many different like orders and situations with different equipment and finding the
Yeah.
best routes for stuff on the fly. It's very
Yeah, that's why I
fun.
enjoyed watching the All-Skill Shuffle tournament that is still going on.
Yeah, I'm really happy about. Well, first off, Marcus made the top 3, but I was so confident that White Spell only, Hornet 2, or Broken Vessel, or even Lost Kin if we needed it, if it came down to that. I had faith because I know that Marcus has done all of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm super
mhm.
confident in those at
Yeah,
this point
that's one
because
of the thing-
literally just because I did I was in the all skill shuffle tournament, which is fun.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
definitely one of the
practice
most
time.
valuable skills on bingo. That was one of Zach's strengths too. Is that I think neither of you guys had damage the whole time.
No.
Uh,
I was happy the first time I died and CC permitted me to go fight Dunk Defender. That was my fun.
yeah,
in the game.
that's true.
Yeah.
I like that in retrospective because it was basically the only goal that didn't require C-dash. And if you think your opponent doesn't have it, that's a really good one to get.
I completely agree. I said in the comms that I kind of dislike the order because it tells and they can go snipe Monomon or Broken Vessel, but Alyssa's right.
Yeah. No, I think it just it also just I think it just like I know you guys had that warp out Tellurian that I think you probably weren't expecting.
Mhm.
Or I don't know if with the I didn't hear your comments. Yeah, I do not remember what were you
I
guys
knew
thinking
it
of?
was.
Yeah.
I knew it
Okay.
was there.
Okay.
It was just very sporadic, trying to play defensive enough to block.
Mhm.
Because I don't know. That's just how my brain was working today. Let's just be chaotic.
Well, you
Yeah,
are gonna
no,
have.
it was a really fun match. Everyone was like, I was like, I don't know what we're gonna see next from either team the whole time.
I'll tell you
I
what we'll
was
see next
also-
now.
I mean, we're called surprise mechanics for a reason.
Yeah,
Ah,
surprise.
yeah.
She's
yeah.
the surprise and I'm the mechanics.
Exactly.
So
No, this was good.
So I can tell you what's happening next, and that is Team Surprise Mechanics. You're going to move on and play the #1 seed Palm and Quado Team Kiwi Fruit in the next round.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
And-
Zach, this was a strategic loss.
Yeah. This was we did this on purpose.
Yep. And you, Zach and Cece, are going to play Pipe It Up in the losers bracket.
Wipe it up.
So that is going to be Visuals and Mr. Sir.
Visuals and
Okay.
Mr. Sir. Yeah, no.
Ooh.
Okay.
Maybe this wasn't a strategic loss.
Do not
this
count
makes
yourself
sense.
out. We didn't.
'Cause
You did much better than I expected you guys to do at this match.
Yeah, we get to have the anime protagonist arc now and lose to the big
Yeah, we're gonna come
baddies
back.
next, and
Fuck
then
yeah.
come back and beat them later again.
Exactly.
All right.
Assuming we lose, of course.
I think you guys can. I like that. I like the thought process behind your line. I really did.
Yep. I liked both lines. They were both really strong.
Yeah.
That
I
early
made sure
Wraiths
that
play
we
was
did.
cooking.
Yeah. I made sure we did Shade Cloak first in case they tried to start that line somehow, because I just didn't know. Because then, like, if for some reason they sniped Shriek or whatever, like, I was just gonna bank on the majority.
Yeah. So I don't think they could know you have Howling Race though, I think. Yeah. One thing that's a pro of Abyss Shriek first is that you can get Abyss Shriek and then just warp out of Basin. You don't have to climb up. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but yeah, because the only hard save is when you get Shade Cloak.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did it. I did it purposefully.
Yeah, we make use of that in the All Skills 1-2-1 run, where we literally get Shriek right before the Hollow Knight and we quit out from Shriek.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that's always kind of fun to do, because then you're like, you can kind of go, and then you can, if there's a lot of like Abyss goals, you can kind of potentially like fake that you're gonna do them, and the other team doesn't know. This is kind of fun. It's kind of a fun thing. And then you can just go and surprise them and do something else. Yeah, no, I
just wanted to
like your
block.
play.
Yeah. Because I knew that if we got Shade Cloak and nothing had been marked like Shriek first, we were just kind of chilling. Because
yeah, exactly.
Early Wraiths is weird. The movement is horrible and awful. But yeah, I think it was the big brain move.
All right.
Because I wasn't planning on doing that route, but I don't like this board, OJ.
Wait, you weren't really planning on Column 2, or were you planning on it from the beginning? Or did you kind of see it at the end? Because we kind of thought you were just planning on Column 2.
No, I was not. I was planning on I honestly was just planning on blocking, especially when I saw that they marked Soulmaster. So I was just being sporadic as fuck just to block. There wasn't necessarily a goal for a bingo in mind, because I hated something in every single line.
Yep, that's what makes it a good board. Marcus, by the way, are you staying live?
No.
Okay. I gotta find a raid then, I think.
Offline. Yeah.
Anyone have any?
Raid Alyssa.
Well,
Raid Alyssa and I'll keep playing. Raid Alyssa and I'll keep playing.
Anyone
my
have any
account now.
suggestions?
Can I get parting words before that?
Yeah, of course.
Since we lost. Again, I'd like to very much thank my good old friend CC Mackay for being my wonderful brain. I'd like to congratulate Shelby and Marcus. Good job on the win. That
Yes,
felt
very good
very
job.
much. That was very much a fun, even game. It never felt like a wash in one direction or another. And I'd like to thank all my epic fucking friends who are watching us right now. Right now. All of them. Yeah.
You'll have another match too.
Thank you,
so
friends.
hope
Thank
you
you,
come
Zach,
back
friends.
and support
I'd like to
them
thank the Academy for this loss.
then. Well, have a good
Fuck
one,
the
everyone.
Academy.
I don't know.
They taught me nothing.
I don't know when our next matches are. You can see which ones are upcoming, and I will be scheduling them. We're gonna schedule that losers bracket to get caught up first. That's the very first thing that's gonna happen. and then we're gonna move on to round 2. But anyways, say hi to Scurry for me.
Hi, Scurry. Oh, Scurry's watching. Hi, Scurry.
Scurry's not watching.
No, we're rating him, CC.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
We're gonna say
I think
hi
it'd be
to
over here
Scurry.
somewhere,
Yes. All right. I'll
You
see you guys in there.
dumbass.
Can't really see where to go.
GG.
GG. That was a really, really fun one.
GG.
GG.